While podcasting can seem lonely sometimes, it's definitely a team sport, and we know that at RSS.com. That's why we built our collaborator feature. This is your command center for teamwork in the podsphere. Whether you're running a single podcast or managing multiple shows, RSS.com makes it easy to bring your team together. Invite up to 10 collaborators to join your podcast and assign them roles that fit their responsibilities. From content creators to analytics gurus, everyone gets the access they need to contribute to your show's success. Here's the quick overview. You'll get multi-user access. Bring your whole team on board without sharing passwords. You'll get role-based permissions. Assign new members as either an owner, an admin, or an analyst. And finally, you can add a crew of up to 10 people. Add up to 10 people to your account for simplified, streamlined management. Now, let's take a look at our collaborator feature. Okay, so we're going to look at two different podcasts here, one where I am the owner and one where I am a collaborator on that podcast. So first, let's start with a podcast where I am the owner. This is a podcast I have that is basically just the audio from my live streams, and we're going to go to the settings area, and under settings, there's a section called collaborators. When we click add collaborators, we can choose to add a new collaborator. So I'm just going to use my personal email address for this. And then I can choose between admin or analyst. An admin can manage episodes, access analytics, and edit settings, including things like the Apple Podcast key, YouTube settings, value for value wallet information, and more. They can basically do almost everything except for things only the owner can do, and that is the billing and payment access. The owner is also the one who can add new collaborators. And then the other role that you can add here is analytics, and they can only view and export analytics. So if you have someone in your team or on your team that strictly does data analysis, maybe they're a marketing manager and they want to measure the performance of the podcast, but they don't need to do anything with the episodes, you can make them an analyst. So I would add the email address here. I would click the role. So let's do analyst here. And then I will click save changes. And so now jcasabona@gmail is pending an invitation for analyst. As you can see, once I'm logged in as the analyst role only, I can only see the analytics here, the overview, episodes, and comparison. I cannot see the show details. I can't even see a list of the episodes outside what's listed in analytics. So as the analyst, I am only able to access the analytics part. But what if you do have another partner or an assistant who needs to manage the show? Well, that's where the admin role comes in. So let's look at a show where I am not the owner, but I am the admin. Okay, so back in my main account, you'll see the Podcast Workflows Live show with a drop down here. I've got two tabs, shows I own and shows I collaborate on. And one of the shows I collaborate on is Podcasting 101. And if I click here, you can see I get a lot of the same details as if I'm an admin. I can see all the analytics, I can see the distribution platforms and the monetization, and I can go to most of the settings. However, I don't have the information here to add collaborators. That is something that only the owner can do. And then if I go to my account, I'm only going to see the billing for the shows I own, not the shows that I collaborate on. Take your show to new heights with the power of collaboration. Our intuitive interface allows team members to upload episodes, manage show notes, and track performance, all from their own accounts without sharing your passwords. Our collaboration tools ensure your podcast production runs as smoothly as a well-oiled spacecraft, because you shouldn't need to do everything yourself.